All right, we're going back at it. This is Naan part 3. Okay, in our bread maker, it's been almost 5 hours since we started making bread. And of course the bread maker is flashing 12. It would normally say 2 hours to do dough. And so we've left it in there a fair amount of time. And you see how it's just not really coming out. So what I'll do is spin the top here back and forth a bit, get the paddle to release, and she generally comes out fairly nice. Now see how clean it is in there? I'm amazed myself that it just likes to come out that clean. Now make no mistake, the dough is very sticky, but it has a tendency to want to stick to itself more than to other objects. So almost like fun tack, you can take and separate it. I've set my oven. It takes 8 minutes, but it's set to bake at 350 degrees. Now I'm going to grab in the previous video, Naan part 2, I made this type of a thing. It's really cornmeal. I'm going to set the phone down for a moment. Cornmeal, salt, and fried garlic. Fried really well. Oh, I don't need a whole chunk. There. Alright, so you'll take one of those, a chunk about like that. Just about burnt myself there. Might be a little bit small, I don't know. We'll see. And you'll roll it. I have this paper here. My brother loves to take my papers and roll them super tight and smash them all together. All kinds of stuff he likes to do with them. I was just thinking to myself, I'd like to show you one. Though it all is on there. Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to take all this and pour it back in here. Setting you down again, I know. Okay, we've done that. My frying pan is super hot. It's been going for a little bit. And now what we do is we take and roll our naan bread flat. Now you can see the reason for the wax paper, because I hold the one part down and flip it like that. Now each side doesn't need much more than, let's say, give it on there for 30 seconds, and that's a small one. That's not a very large naan bread. This dough I should be able to get, if they're small like that, I'd get a whole bunch. I will generally do about a dozen. So I'll do them larger than this generally. Oh, come on. Now, you know the reason it's sort of hard to flip is because I'm doing it too early. But that's about right for color. Alright, I'm going to set this down. I'm going to do a bunch of these. I'm going to coat them all. I'm going to turn off this frying pan because I don't have a bunch ready. I just did one for you to see. There's a rack that I'm going to bake them on. This oven has 5 more minutes. I'm going to make a bunch of these. Then I'm going to bake them in the oven for 5 minutes about. And then my kids will eat them like that. I'll put them in the freezer for later on. And they put them in the toaster. And they'll toast them. And they're a garlicky naan bread thing. In fact, when you freeze them, you can take one like this and you just take a bit of pressure and it will bust in half. And each side will go into the toaster. So that is naan bread, how I do it. Thanks for watching.